Hey Cantrippers, welcome back to Cantrip Care, your go-to place for magical creature care. I am Connie Cantrip, and this week we have a doozy of a viewer-submitted question. This one comes from Liv in Hava, and her letter reads, Dear Connie, my friend Luce said he listens to you on his crystal to sleep sometimes, and you may have an answer to my question, so he helped me write you this letter. Smart man. A devil is following me. Their name is Kesper, and they're obviously trying to corrupt me, but they're doing a really bad job at it, like really bad. They told me people were after me and then exploded when I stabbed them. What's up with that? Do I have to feed this thing if it comes back? And also, we may be trapped in our town from some kind of dimensional energy strong enough to break a wizard's staff. Can you help with that? P.S. Luce here, big fan. Please answer my question on Gods of Death next, but if not, no worries. Hi, Liv. Good news. The dimensional energy won't hurt your devil at all, even though it can and definitely will hurt you. So, good luck with that one. As for the corruption, it is very common with fiends new to the whole corruption part of fiendom. So as a responsible pet owner, building their confidence is key. Maybe let them think that they corrupted you, or get them a doll that they can practice corrupting on. They'll feel better quickly and explode less over time. Something else that helps avoid ash on the couch is fiend-proofing your house. Avoid pointy objects and paladins of Octimus and you'll be fine. That's all the time we have for this episode of Cantrip Care. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. As always, thanks to our sponsor, the Riri Collective.
So the four of you are currently on a beach. There was a magic spell that just happened. A staff was broken into 3 separate parts, and each of the pieces that were supposed to act collectively as a single point on a compass was split because of how powerful whatever it was looking at is connected to the four of you, that it completely destroyed the staff, and each piece is pointing at the four of you. As Carp looks at all of this, the spell slowly dissipates, and the splinters just sort of fall to the ground, limp, lifeless, and no longer magical.
Hey, Carp, you want to tell us what that magic was? What
the fuck did you four do?
Nothing.
You're the one that did this.
You cast the spell.
Don't blame us for your mistakes.
Guys, the spell, it connects dimensional energy to the staff, so we're able to figure out whatever is causing the dimensional anchor.
Well, I'm from the Feywild.
Okay, it would look at you like a little bit, but not to the point where it breaks my fucking staff.
Okay, I did teleport here via portal.
Oh, okay.
It was like a paper that did it, though.
Okay, this doesn't seem like something that would be out of a scroll. That was a really, really powerful staff, actually, and the fact that...
Are you about to cry?
Maybe a little, but I'm gonna do it later because I don't want to do it in front of Luce. Anyway, this is incredibly powerful, and for it to be broken, so that way it was able to look at the four of you, that is a what? Oh my god, I
don't see how this has anything to do with us, though. There's me and Luce have been here for years at least, and there's been no problem.
Okay, you two have been here for years. Tall one, when did you get here?
Is that me?
That is you, yes.
Oh, either 2 days ago or 2 years ago.
Okay. And metal one, when did you get here?
Yesterday.
Okay. So yesterday when everything went down, you got here. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, the events kind of coincided. I don't think I did anything. But then again, when do I ever?
I don't think you did either. I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened. I'm assuming none of you are at fault for anything. You can tell me. I'm not a cop or anything.
Well, legally you do have to tell us if you are one, right?
That is correct, yes. That is objectively correct.
Luce is still, he is covered up and shaking with his staff in his hand. He has not moved from that position since the staff broke, and he is thoroughly freaked out.
Okay, I have conducted this spell before, so at the very least, I know that Luce, you didn't have dimensional stuff before today, apparently.
No.
The short one, what's your name? I'm sorry. Liv, you just got here, so it's possible just you all are caught up in something instead of this just being something you did, or this didn't exist. This power didn't exist until yesterday, but also it wasn't on me. It wasn't on anybody else in town. Otherwise, I'd have this very, very, very expensive staff and a lot more pieces.
Josta said that she wanted a good story about me. It's starting to sound like we might get one.
Why? What do we do about being wrapped in interdimensional energy then? How do we clear it? Does that mean that we or something here is the problem? That we got coded in something?
I mean, like, it's possible that, like, you're coded in something, but I really don't know. Like, this is kind of a bit above my my pay grade, you know?
At least for Liv, we do know that she was just exploded on with a bunch of dust. Is it the dust that it is grabbing for her?
Yes. I'm gonna take a pinch of the little bit of soot and also try to show Carp this. Is it this?
Yeah, give it here. Give it here.
Yeah.
Let me see. Holds it up in his hand, sniffs it a little bit. Oh, this
Smells
not
good.
bad. Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, you should. That's how you know things.
I licked it. I'm allowed to lick things. I'm old.
Let him lick.
Okay. This is demonic in nature. I don't like unless where you teleported from. But did you teleport from hell? Or
Of course not.
that is a concerning way to answer that question, but I'm gonna move on. Look, I really hope and I really think that whatever happened here is not on you. I think we just diagnosed a very different problem that we're gonna have to figure out later.
There seems to be quite a lot of problems that are going on in this little village. You have assassins and killer robots and no crabs. Usually that's a good thing, though, I've heard, not having crabs.
That is true, but in this one specific situation, we want crabs.
So how do we fix it though? 38 hours.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Each of you hold on to a part of the staff for now. So long as that's on your person, I can make it so that way you're looking for dimensional energy, it won't detect you. So he hands each of you a piece of the staff and does like a little bit more magic to it. Enchants it ever so slightly with something. It just appears to be like abjurative in nature. And he goes to the center of like that big circle, which by the way is now, you hear crunching that you didn't previously. And you realize that where the circle was is now just complete glass. Like the lines in the sand have just formed lines of glass that he is just crunching over. He picks up the seashell, and he just hands it to you, Vox, and he says, put a little bit of water in this. It's gonna pool in the direction of whatever the fuck is going on.
Like from the sea or just water?
From like wherever.
Alright. Number 4. Vox is gonna just pour a little water into it.
Okay. It pools in like the very, very center, but you can see that there's like a very, very small amount that is keeping in the surface tension, but is just pointing a little bit farther ways down the beach.
Says we need to check down that way.
Okay.
And also, nonchalantly, Pastiche bends down and grabs a piece of the glass and breaks off a little bit and just puts it in their pack.
All right, that's cool.
And knowing that as soon as we start moving, Vox gonna hang out just a second and also grab a handful of pieces of glass to keep.
Ooh, hoarders.
Luce has sprung up from his little ball of anxiety and is, I mean, the fastest mom sprint you have ever seen. Just super walking fast, like the hips swaying and everything. He is like sweating just away from where they are and further into the city.
Okay, you can either make stealth if you want to do this quietly, or you can do it, or you can roll athletics to do it as like get out of my way as possible, like full on linebacker.
It's definitely get out of his way, but he doesn't have that much strength. Well, I'm gonna roll it anyway.
I thought Carp was
12.
Luce's friend. Why is he looking to go away so quickly?
Yeah, Luce, you get to the place that you need to be relatively quickly. This has happened multiple times before where like you've tried to visit Carp and freaked out along the way. You definitely know the most like the quickest route to where you need to be in order to no longer see the ocean. You do a couple breathing exercises, you are no longer frightened. But you don't really know
He's so big and so fast.
where everyone else is.
I've never seen him move that fast before.
Should,
He's probably going to be out of breath.
we should probably go get him before we head down there, right? Especially if it's along the beach. This is just... It seems like he's got some agoraphobia.
Do you want,
He
do you
is a
want me
lot.
to go and get him?
Yeah, Pax, why don't you go grab and bring him back? Unless we all want to go, or unless I just don't
We can
know
all
what we-
go.
Yeah, we can all go.
I'm going to keep an eye on this, so I'll be walking a little behind you, just because I want to make sure it's not moving and it is where we're
Yeah,
going.
look, before you guys go, just, he's been through a lot. He is kind, he is loyal, but he's been through a lot. And some days, he's gonna need to lean on all of you. I've tried to do that the best I can for his entire life. And I hope that the three of you can be people that he leans on too. I just gotta say that as someone who cares about him a lot, okay?
Literally or figuratively?
A little bit of both. He can get a little tired sometimes and just,
We all can.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I had an idea. We got the items from the possum, and
what
maybe that's what it was seeing on us, is the
What
items
did-
from the possum.
what did this possum look like?
They had a hat.
Wizard hat.
Wizard hat.
I gotta go. And he just immediately snaps his fingers and teleports away, like with Dimension Door, as quickly as possible. You don't know what that means, but you know that man looked more scared than anything when you mentioned Paya.
Oh.
He's probably afraid of not getting a deal like we did.
I think that possum might actually be the cause of the apocalypse.
I do too. I
Let's go get
I
loose.
talked to Josta and I said that maybe we should kill it, and she told me not to.
I don't think we can kill it.
I mean, everything can die.
I mean, except maybe possums. Let's go get loose.
No, everything can die. Vehemently. This is like the first time that you've seen Prestige be serious.
Vox walks away.
Yeah, I'm following.
All right. Yeah, can the three of you make a survival check to find Luce?
14.
4.
Ooh, bad survival. Hold on. 6. 7.
All right. Liv, you notice the crumbs.
The crumbs.
Yeah, you notice the crumbs from the croissant, and you notice that like there appear to be like just like you notice like a little bit of like the discarded bag from like the bakery that you guys went to, and then like you look around the corner and there's Luce.
Guys, I found him.
Loose. Hey, you alright?
Hey, buddy.
He's just sitting there like balled up again with the staff on top of his head. And he's, I'm hoping nothing hurt me. I'm hoping nothing hurt me. And he's like, you can hear the crunching of the croissant in his mouth.
I'm gonna sit down next to Luce. Just sit there.
Pastiche walks over towards Luce's head and then leans down close to his face, unblinkingly just staring at Luce. Are you okay?
I think like until he fully calms down, all he can hear is just like rushing water in his ears. He has not noticed them. And then for a solid minute, he looks up and just locks eyes with Pastiche. Then he goes, I'm home. Why are you so close?
They put one of their hands on on Luce's heart, and then do the same to themselves. Breathe with me.
Okay.
Just 3 breaths. We'll go in very, very deep, and then out. We'll follow this until everything seems normal, even though it isn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just follow me. All right? And they try to help and just like do a breathing exercise with Luce. Now eat a cookie.
He eats part of the croissant. And I think like the water kind of like stops and he turns. He now sees everybody. He's like, the realization that they saw him have the panic attack. He's like, cool. Yep. Thank you. And he like puts a hand on Liv's leg and then starts to stand up. He's like wiping the tears and like his eyes like clearly red. I'm good. I'm all right.
The one thing that I would say, Luce, is to remember that you can never control whatever is going on around you, but what you can control is yourself. And with that, just know that everything is always on fire. And while it is on fire, as long as you are water, you can put that out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go and fix this shit show, right?
Yes. Fixing stuff.
Have a croissant. And I'm just gonna hand Luce another croissant.
Is it half eaten?
No, this one is a full one.
Oh, I'm so proud of Liv. He'll take it and just kind of, thank you. Let's, this, before I wasn't listening. Seashell? What about it?
Yeah, we got our compass. It's just a little wonky.
So,
But it's leading us that way, and I'll point the direction of where the other hole is coming from.
okay.
This could be dangerous, but I'm excited. Are you excited?
No. I'm curious, I guess. I don't know if that coincides
Curiosity can be excitement.
Okay, yeah, then. Yes.
Everybody keep your guard up, and let's get going, right? And I'll reach a hand up and pat Luce on the shoulder. I'm like, I've been there too. You know, we're getting on.
Yeah.
And then I'll start leading us in the direction of where we need to go.
All right.
Back down towards. It's down the end of the beach. You said, Austin.
There is one at the end of the beach. Can you make me a survival check with disadvantage? With advantage, sorry.
This with advantage. Oh boy. All right. First roll's a 19. So 19 for if it's with advantage.
All right. So it appears that as you look down at this seashell, the water seems to be pulling in a number of different directions. In one direction, you know for a fact is the most likely location of where the portal to the plane of water for the crabs to come from is present. Like that is the point in which like they usually arrive. There's actually like a small like partition around the area to keep what you assume to be like small children out of the way of the thousands and thousands of crabs that are going to be traveling. And in the other direction, it appears to go into the camp of Pastiche's troop.
As soon as I notice that, I'll probably stall and I'll turn and point that out to the crew. Then be like, all right, well, these are the two portals that we would notice that would have dimensional energy, I guess Cop said. And that makes sense coming from where Pastiche's troop came into town and where the portal is. Do we want to check one after the other, or do we want to split this? Divide and conquer it.
I mean, if we do that, if we find something dangerous, it would be easier for us to die, for there are less of us.
That's true. Then what do you say? Best the where Pastiche showed up, or the where the crab's meant to be first?
I mean, people are familiar with Pastiche. Maybe we should go there first.
I do know that everybody is getting ready to leave at the moment. It really depends on if you want a bunch of Fae there, or if you don't.
I mean, I guess we could see if it follows them, in case it's picking up them by nature, as opposed to like where you came out. But
I mean, it did pick up on me, but it also picked up on you.
Yeah,
and you, and you.
Carp said it was unrelated. I mean, you guys can't leave anyways, so might as well try.
Well, we can't leave in this general area, but if we left further, we're thinking that we could.
Well, why don't we start with Pastiche's troop, and then we'll cycle back down and give Luce a little more reprieve from having to look at the sea.
Please and thank you. Yes.
Okay, we will have to come back, though. Is that all right?
I should be fine, for the most part. But if I look like I want to run away, I think you kind of know where I go now, so.
I'll hold your hand. I won't let you run away. We're in this together. You're not alone.
We're all in this together. So sorry, I had to. It was there.
See? I will threaten the ocean if that's what I need to do.
Let's not make the ocean angry, please. But
I'm not afraid of no ocean.
Oh boy.
I can take them.
Let's get moving then, yes?
All right.
Valk starts walking.
So, as you go into the camp, it seems a lot more organized, at the very least, than it was previously, Pastiche, when you were there. A lot of people are already sort of like connecting the wagons to like the horses. A lot of tents have been set up and put away. It seems like you are, I'd say maybe like 10 to 15 minutes away from like everyone here leaving.
Who do we want to... do we just want to look around? It looks a lot more organized than it was earlier. It was quite a lot of chaos when I first got up. You could meet Josta.
Who does the seashell point to?
It looks like it's pointing to a number of different locations here. The closest of which appears to be not... like, you're on like the edge of camp. You're also like bordering the edge of the festival itself. One of the things that you're getting relatively close to appears to be a house of mirrors that it seems to be pointing directly into.
It is the House of Mirrors. That's the closest one.
Yeah, this appears to be like the final thing that like they're setting up, but they're also setting up in a massive hurry. There's actually 2 people that appear to be arguing about whether or not they should be taking this thing down right now, or if they should just be leaving.
Well, let's check. Let's just take a peek inside and see if we can locate what's pinging in there, and then we can, before they make any decision as to if they're going to take it or get rid of it.
Oh, you're very, very likely to get lost in there if you don't know where you're going.
Well, luckily I have a Fey guide to lead the way, and I will offer the shell to Pastiche.
Oh, thank you. Very, very good idea to give this to me and have me be the person to show you through this. I have definitely not been lost in there for about 2 weeks. Ever.
Well, you'll have more luck than I, because you did get out, didn't you?
Sure.
I'll gesture vaguely towards the door.
As the four of you enter this gigantic sprawling hall of mirrors, you're first met with like a couple of like the fun little funky mirrors, like the ones that make you look like larger or smaller or like taller or shorter. One of them for some reason just shows up, like makes all of you appear to have like beautiful full mustaches.
Oh, hey.
I don't like that. Don't like it. Walking by.
Yeah. I guess what's next? I would need some sort of like navigation roll, I think, because you know the direction of like what this thing is pointing.
Before we actually walked in, I wanted to talk to the people that were there.
Oh,
yeah, but if it doesn't seem like it would be, we would get anything, I'm completely cool with just going forward.
Oh no, feel free. That sounds great.
Who's there?
So the two people that are there, one of them is here as an actor and a performer, but also is one of the people who is sort of general entertainment for whatever festival they're going to, almost like a circus performer as well. This would be Clem, who is a very, very large, imagine like a 1920s circus strongman that is also a centaur.
Yeah, and he was in the play, Clemson, right?
Sorry, this is actually his father. This is his father.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because we had Clemson and Svetlana that were in the play for the named ones, at least.
And then the other person is you saw them at the bar last night, passed out drunk.
Golly G.
Golly G. Willikers, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Pastiche. Do you think that we should spend an insane amount of time trying to take down this hall of mirrors that hardly anyone actually uses, in order for us to properly get everybody out? You know, it's an institution here, and a lot of people seem to really enjoy it, and I'm one of them, and I would like to bring it with. I really don't care. Golly, like, Pastiche, do you think we should take it down, or do you think like?
I think that we should break it, and then bring it with us, and then put it together in pieces, and it would be even cooler as something that was like a fractal exhibit instead of just mirrors, like the Fractal King.
The two of them look at you with a bit of confusion because they were expecting you to choose one side, and I think you chose neither.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
My idea is better than both of your ideas together, I should say. It makes something new.
I gotta admit, I don't disagree with that. You know, it also sounds like we are going to be taking it apart either way, and we're going to be bringing it to wherever it is that we need to go. So, I mean, like, I think if anything, they're on my side, Clem. So,
no, I'm not.
All right, what? Okay. Pastiche,
you're not winning this, Golly.
Okay, did you need anything? I don't win anything.
I need to go in there.
Why?
You were drunk last night. I saw you.
Congratulations? I
know. I just wanted to say I saw you, and I saw that you were drunk. Did you have fun?
I was a little drinking my sorrows last night.
Mm-hmm. Did you see anything interesting while you were there?
Well, I saw you. I know you tells.
No, you didn't.
So, okay.
You didn't. You were asleep.
I heard.
You were passed out.
I heard John Nash. I heard you.
Yeah. So no, you were asleep. You weren't faking. I know when you're sleeping.
Okay. I have never won an argument with you in
you
the
never
past.
Will.
In the
you
past
never
decade.
Will.
Okay.
No.
You win that argument as well. So, I'm just gonna let you in here if you can tell me what's going on.
I also have friends.
Okay, they can come in too. That's fine. I'm just wondering why you're here.
There's something weird in there, right? Sorry, go ahead, Luce.
Actually, I was gonna say the same thing. But if you don't mind, if we could take a moment or two and just look around. We're trying to find something important that may or may not be in there.
Oh,
do we have permission to break the mirrors?
Did you lose a sending stone or something? That happens all the time in here.
No. So weird portal things are happening, and there might be something inside here that is doing weird portal things.
So someone messed with my hall of mirrors in a way that's destroying the foundation
of reality.
Oh, wonderful! Yes. I cannot wait to hear more about it. Please go in.
Should we break
Glenn,
it?
how much longer do we have? About 15, 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the familiar. Tell me when we're done.
Okay. So we're breaking it.
Please don't break it.
I promise nothing. I'm putting my hammer out.
I never win. I'm gonna go drink my sorrows.
He sounds like King Candy or Mayor Candy.
Yeah. King Candy.
And as he's walking down the street, you just hear like the clown shoes that he's wearing squeaking ever so slightly.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's very much like SpongeBob very sadly walking home from the Krusty Krab. Like,
oh my god,
I'm ready, depression.
He's all right. He'll be fine.
Okay. Clem just looks at you, nods, and just walks away.
Goodbye, Clem.
I guess we can break it.
I guess we can. It'd make it a lot faster to go through instead of just trying to go through the whole maze.
Should we try to break everything the seashell points to?
No, I don't think that's a good idea to break everything.
Might be faster.
Let's find what the shell's pointing to, and then we can decide whether we're going to break it or not.
Should we just break what is in our way? Instead of trying to go through the maze, we just break the maze in the places that we need to break it so we can get to wherever it's pointing us.
Okay, how about this? I learned a little trick from Carp. Question for the DM. Would Luce understand the type of magic that Portal Magic is? Like, what school?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd understand like it's conjuration.
Okay. Then Luce is gonna kind of like turn everyone and goes, a little rusty with this, but and he'll just take his staff and he'll tap it, and usually it glows green, and now it's glowing black, like obsidian black, with the runes of Kurosa, and you can tell he's a little taken back by it because it's the first time he has used his staff magically anyway, and he'll cast Detect Magic to see if he can pinpoint maybe where more of the conjuration is leading inside.
Absolutely. Give me one moment. I just need to look up like what color conjuration is, because I did set this up well ahead of time of like, oh, this is what these colors are.
That is cool. I didn't think about giving them a type of color.
Pastiche, is the maze magical in any way? Are we gonna like be lost in the woods if we start breaking it up like that, or is it mostly mundane?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Okay, but could you kill me after you tell me and maybe later down the line?
That I usually say this when I don't know.
Okay, I understand.
Luce, your vision just starts to glaze over for like half a moment. You've done this spell before. Before it was like your eyes getting hit with warm water. This is ice cold. This is a bit of a shock to the system. And as like you look around, everything just appears a little bit darker in a way that it didn't before when you cast the same spell. So as you're looking about, there are several different magical essences and auras that you can see. The primary one that you're able to see as like you look into the Hall of Mirrors is blue, which is illusion magic. However, can you make me a perception check?
Percepciones. Here we go. 7.
Whatever could be behind these mirrors that are giving off the illusion magic, you have no idea what could be in there. You do know that, like, odds are whatever it is that's inside that's causing this, like, weird dimensional whatever the heck is going to be a different color, but you cannot see exactly where it is right now.
Luz just looks confused. He goes, I can keep this up for the next 10 minutes. If I see anything conjuration-wise to what we're looking for, then I feel like I'll definitely know when I see it.
Let's start smashing.
Smash.
Through, shall we?
No, just walking. No, smashing glass is bad luck. And he'll follow.
I will say that this could take a long time if we do it the normal way. This is not supposed to be anything fast. There's a reason why people don't usually go in.
Okay.
Bad luck or a bad time. One of the two.
Okay. And he just kind of grimaces his face a bit. Like,
If it makes you feel any better, I got the hammer. I'll start smashing. My luck, I don't think, could get much worse lately.
okay.
All right.
So as the four of you step in, you're met with like a couple of what appear to be just normal funhouse mirrors, the ones that make you look a little bit bigger or smaller or taller or shorter, one that makes you look like you have a big head, and then like you get to ones that are a bit more magically inclined. You get one that gives you like a full beard, some that make you look like you're dressed in different clothes. There's one that specifically like makes you look like you have the head of a different animal as like you walk past.
I like this one. I do this on my own sometimes.
Pastiche, you look like a rabbit.
No, this one's boring.
What do you normally turn into?
I like frogs.
The moment you say that in front of the reflection,
Right.
you just immediately turn into have a frog head.
Yeah, like that. See? I lick my eyeball.
Oh.
Literally, actually lick my eyeball as well. Like if anybody was looking at me, the tongue just comes out and actually licks the eyeball for a second.
Luz definitely just go. He's like flinches. He's like, okay.
What?
This is all entirely normal. This is all entirely normal. This is all entirely normal.
Perfect.
It is. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's fine.
Luce, what is your passive perception?
14.
14. Okay. As you are going through, as you're getting closer and closer, you notice two different magical signatures that do not appear to be illusion. One of which appears to be a bit farther in. It appears to be like a lighter blue, which you know to be abjuration. Like specifically, like abjuration is sky blue, and illusion was more like the ocean. And the other one that you notice, which is like a very bright green, which you know to be conjuration, appears to be moving inside the Hall of Mirrors.
He will lift up his staff, and it starts to kind of like gleam and blink a bit. And I'll say like every time there's a different type of, it's detecting a different type of color or magic, it turns that color, and then you can just see multiple blinking of green. He's like, conjuration, it's moving like a lot. He's just like pointing in every direction it goes.
Smash it.
Like, is the shell moving too?
Playing Phasmophobia now.
Oh, no. We found a monkey paw. Absolutely not.
Is the water in the shell moving too?
The shell is not, the water in the shell is not moving. Although you look down, it appears that there may be a third line that you didn't notice previously.
Pointing to...
Oh, it's...
Okay, so there are three lines that are being formed in like the pools of like in the water pool of like this seashell. One is like two of them are completely stagnant. They appear to be in the location. They appear to be like, one appears to be farther in to the House of Mirrors. The other one appears to be back at the beach where the plane of waters is supposed to open up. The third one appears to be farther into town and also appears to be moving ever so slightly.
Okay.
So this one, the one here seems to still be fairly stagnant in one spot. There is one that is moving quite a lot, but it's not here, it seems.
Alright, well then let's find the one that's still here and then we'll move on from there.
Luce, at this point you notice that the green conjuration appears to have left the building.
The green, and he's like moving around. He's only seeing the other colors. It left the building. I think it's gone. Why? Why is it moving? Why is it gone? I'm so confused.
Just so you know, the green is moving separate from the seashell.
From the water.
So unrelated.
Yeah, from the water.
Yeah. There are multiple things going on. This is a rich tapestry of a world.
This isn't following that, though.
No? Oh,
No.
Well, then never mind. Then I guess.
I mean, we could follow. Some of us could follow it if you want, but
I don't think
danger.
it's good to split up, even though the voice in the sky wants us to. Seemingly.
So
We can clock it. I mean, we can go for that. We know where this one is.
No, this is more important. We can. That's just weird. I'll keep my detection thing up, and it should be fine.
this House of Mirrors, though, hall, are we like winding around following a path and there's just like different mirrors along the way? Because could we just smash right through in the direction of the seashell?
You could absolutely smash right through.
That was going to be my next
Yeah.
suggestion almost immediately after. Now that was like, all right, yeah, the time for
We can
urgency
go.
is now.
We can go
I'm gonna
quick.
Start swinging. I'm going to start swinging.
I'm
through
glad that
broken glass.
everybody is on my side now. Let's break through this.
Yeah, you can piece it back together
Okay.
later.
I was always on this
All right.
side.
Vox, roll me a d10.
D10. That's a dice I roll. 3.
Okay, you have to break through three panes of glass, and finally, like, you reach what appears to be the center of the maze. And you know that it's the center because, first off, you can just see a clear cut to the exit. And there is what appears to be like a small pedestal that just says "You won" and like a bunch of like little smiley faces and like a bunch of little. They appear to be like fairies or pixies that are. It's like a painting of a bunch of like Feywild creatures just like dancing and playing like on the sides of the pedestal, and on top of it appears to be a stone. It's about the size of your fist, and it looks to be broken on two sides as if it is 1/3 of a pie chart.
Okay. Can I just investigate it?
Absolutely. Roll investigation.
23.
23. So
Smack Pastiche's hand away.
Ow.
okay.
Hold on.
That's funny. So you notice a couple things. There appears to be like a singular rune on it that appears to be incomplete. Like the power seems to be sustained, but like in separate parts. So finding the other parts, which you assume to be 2, just because this appears to be like 1/3 of a larger stone, will probably give you the chance to properly destroy it, or maybe even just deactivate it. With a 23 as well, something that you notice as you flip it over, there is a side that has runes on it and one side that doesn't. The side that doesn't almost looks like a tortoise shell. Like the plates connecting to one another.
No, he can touch it, but I can't.
I need to examine it. You can look at it after here, and I'll put it directly in front of Pastiche while I look it over. Hey, Liv, this looked like tortoisey to you. Is that you? This look familiar to you?
Is it
Part of
familiar, DM?
I need I need you to roll me a history check with advantage. I will say this is also a little bit traumatic.
So that was a 1 and a 2, so 2?
Ooh.
I think you react to it viscerally. There is something about this that just screams the place you were from. You are frightened of this object and you want to leave as quickly as possible. Because if this is here, the people that are trying to get to you might be here too.
I'm gonna grab the rock
And then throw it as hard as I can in one direction and run in the other.
Okay, roll a d8.
I'm gonna try to
please.
stop. As soon
I'd
as
also
she
like to
as soon as she tries
intercede.
to throw it, I will try to grab it out of the sky.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, I have another option.
8.
Pastiche, Vox, what are you trying to do to stop this?
I am going to try to snatch it from her. If I see her trying to grab it, I'm going to try to like snatch it, like either out of the air or so like just grab it real quick or out of her hand.
Okay, I like that.
Yep. And failing that, my immediate option was to throw something out to try to catapult it back into my hands.
Okay, let's do I'll tell you what, you both roll initiative. Whoever gets higher is the person we're gonna go with.
Well, I rolled a 3.
I also rolled a 3.
I got 3 for a total of 6.
I got 3 for a total of 5.
Okay, so what are you trying to do, Vox, to catapult this back to you?
I have the catapult spell.
Okay, I gotta check something real quick because this could be very interesting.
Because I think that you have. Oh, you did. Don't you have to touch whatever you're trying to use catapult on first?
Choose an object. Is being worn or carried. Flies in a straight line up to 60 feet. I don't think so.
Okay.
That is true. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you look at this object. How do you cast catapult on something that is flying away from you?
I have taken inspiration from how I set up the crate to detonate at an angle to fire up its serve. I have a handful of little, like almost like loaded explosive pouches that I can toss out for what I would normally use as like a small crate bonfire. I'm gonna toss a bunch of them and just try to angle it just right so it fires back up, so I can at least, if it hits me, at least hits me in the chest, and I can hold on so it doesn't break. I'll take damage if I have to.
Okay. I'm gonna say you have to make a dexterity saving throw against your own spell save DC.
All right, that's 13. Let me do that right now. I failed. That's an 11.
Okay. You take 3d8 bludgeoning damage as you try and catch this object, and it just hits you square in the chest.
I knocked myself unconscious. I take 16 points of damage. That's 2 from instantly killing me.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's not double. That's not double, right? Please don't tell me you didn't die.
I have 9 hit points. So I would need to take 18 damage to die. I took 16. So I am still making death saves.
God.
You just decked yourself, boy.
I'm just imagining this as like you look over at Pastiche like, I got this, and then suddenly a rock just pelts you in the forehead and you go out and you go down cold.
Not even. I think it's I show Liv pulls it from my hands and goes to throw it, and the thought immediately is like, no, that's like, this can't break yet. Like, if we're gonna break it, I can't break it yet. And like, just immediate reaction, throws the the bomb's underneath, it detonates back, and there's like a half second where I look back as Liv starts to run, and then it catches me square in the jaw.
Oh no.
And I just go straight down.
I love that. Okay, so
Can I roll? If I roll a nat 20, can the Hellboy hat stay on?
okay, that works.
No.
Oh boy.
18 though.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This is where we find out that he's bald on top.
The cowboy hat
They are not.
flies
Sorry, yeah,
off in the direction of the exit with like a pretty significant chunk of of what used to be this keystone that gets completely destroyed. In the process of all of this, it just flies off and hits with a sharp thud on the ground just outside.
Luz would just look at Vox on the floor, see Liv running away, and then just look at Pastiche and go,
What? This is not on me at all.
No, just hold that.
I think she's dying.
He's gonna go and just look at Vox. He will first spare the dying, and when he does it, black ichor just kind of flies from his hand for spare the dying, and he's a little freaked out, but he's not gonna worry about that at the moment. Then he's gonna go grab his hat and place it on his face, and not on his face, but on his head, kind of like angle it, and then he's gonna look at his jaw. His jaw, like, clearly he rocked himself, like, literally.
Yeah, dislocated jaw.
Yes.
Impressive pull, but
If it is dislocated, he's gonna pop it back in, and then he's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
On the rock.
You cast Cure Wounds. You hear the jaw snap back into place. How much does that heal?
10. And he's back to full. I'm really low.
Yeah. Vox, you just immediately you snap back up with a really terrible headache.
I'm back to full HP, everybody.
Yay! You solved a puzzle that I didn't make.
you're so delicate right now.
Vox comes back up and just goes, Where's Liv?
We have
Oh.
it.
And just grabs.
It was lodged in
Oh,
your
good.
skull.
Oh, good. That's fine. Where's my hat?
It's
Loose.
he is already
It's
on
on
you.
your head.
Literally a lifesaver. Oh, it is? Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Now, we need to go and find Liv.
Yeah, let's go find Liv. Liv. Oh,
Yelling for Liv. Yeah.
I am still going in the opposite direction of the rock.
All right.
I'm gonna bag the rock and follow after Liv.
After Vox, we do Vox. Make sure Vox is all good and everything. Lightning quick. Right after Liv, just like sprinting as fast as they can. Pastiche is gone trying to find Liv.
I have armor on, so I'm also not that fast. It's easy to catch
Clomp,
up.
clomp, 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 clomp.
Okay. Liv, I guess the question I need to ask you is, like, where are you going?
Away. In a direction. Away.
Let's see. You are currently at the beach. You don't want to go to the other rock, most likely. So I'd say you would most likely be heading to the tree line. So, you hit the tree line. You're able to find like a relatively like thick air, like thinned out area where you're able to like actually get through. And when you feel safe enough that like, okay, cool, I am away from everything, I need you to roll me a stealth check, please.
Oh no, I do that with disadvantage.
Yes, you do, Miss Plate Armor.
11.
11, wonderful. Okay, well, I think that makes a lot of sense because you hear a twig break almost immediately as you sit down.
Spin around, weapons out. Who is it?
You recognize them because you killed them yesterday. Hands are up. Please don't stab me again. I'm really just trying to help you out here.
You're alive. How?
I'm not immortal, but I'm also not mortal here. Does that make sense?
A devil.
Am I making demon? First off, do not lump me in with the bourgeoisie, but yeah, I am a fiendish, if that is an easier way for you to think of it.
What do you want?
I am here to help you. Okay. Is that really that difficult?
To trust you. I'm supposed to take your word for it.
They look at you and have a moment of seriousness. The only other person that you should take the word of is yourself, because Optimus failed you. And when gods fail you, sometimes the best thing you can have is a devil on your shoulder. Or a demon, in this case.
I'm gonna insight check this person.
Yeah.
Just to see, are they lying to me or manipulating for their own benefit? 9.
This person is a little bit confusing to you and pretty damn scary. Like, even if it isn't necessarily like you grew up in the order with them being like, you should trust me on this. These types of creatures that exist, like from the hells, are dangerous and will kill you. Even though they didn't really care about you, you still grew up with like an understanding of these stories. These are still things that seemed dangerous that people would tell other people altruistically. Like, this is something that is dangerous that needs to be avoided. Even with your experience with Optimus and that order, that still comes through. I don't think you can separate that yet. Not completely.
I don't lower my sword, but I think I relax it a little bit.
Goes from a 45-degree angle.
Yes.
45-degree angle to a 42.
Precisely.
Basically. You do that and they bow ever so slightly. I really am here to help you.
How many demons have said that to another person and tricked them into doing their devilish desires? How many of your kind have come here, sown seeds of discord, and destroyed populations like that? I cannot take your word for anything.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to, because I'm going to tell you some information and it's going to end up being true. And then the next time I come back, you will believe me a little bit more. And I'm telling you that not as a way to manipulate you. I'm telling you that as a way to understand, to make you understand. Sometimes it's not all a big trick. I helped you because I could, and I'm helping you now because I can. They take a few steps forward. They grab the end of your blade. They shove it into their own chest. And they say, the one with the weird voice has one of the stones. And they just explode again.
I am now covered in demon dust again.
Do we see the explosion?
I think you can hear it. Pastiche, I think at this point you're able to find Liv. And there is again, it's immediate blood, guts, and viscera that, like, before it hits the ground just turns to soot and ash and dust.
It's like a District 9 exploding from the gun type of thing, but then it's immediately ash.
A little
bit,
bit,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, so Pastiche sees the explosion and whoa, do you do that a lot?
That person came
Did you
back.
kill another?
The same person, again. Whoever they were. Some
Who were they?
demon of some sort claims they want to help.
They do that.
Now I'm covered in ashes again.
Pastiche just comes over and blows a little off of her face. Easy way to get that off is to just jump into some water, but it's not that bad of a look.
I am wearing full
Makes you look
plate
scary.
armor. I will sink like a stone in water.
You don't have to go that far into the water.
I'm just gonna spend my time dusting off and being like, they want me to go get the stone that completes the other cursed rock.
What did they say?
Something about how the person with the weird voice has the next stone. Assuming there are now the 3 parts that we have to gather.
Can I make an intelligence check just so it's not just me coming up with something? I need to
Absolutely.
see real quick.
Totally.
That's an 18 plus 1.
There's only one person that you can assume they're talking about when it comes to the weird voice.
Pastiche's eyes narrow. Golly. And just starts running towards the familiar.
Okay, I'm just left here cleaning up after myself and kicking the
Does
sand.
Lucen Vox approach at this point?
Yeah, you guys absolutely can. You can either head to meet with Liv, or you can meet with Pastiche at the tree line.
I could say that I'm like, you see me rushing, and if I see you, I go, Golly has a stone, and just just starts, but continues to sprint.
All right.
Vox will.
Loose. Why don't
Vox, you're Vox.
Loose. I am. Loose. Why don't you get Liv? I'm gonna follow Pastiche.
Okay. Yes. Yep. Be safe. We're not supposed to be splitting up, remember? So just come back, and then he'll.
Don't die.
Same. Don't get hit with another rock. He'll go to.
Don't do 3d8 damage to yourself again, please.
Especially without
This
your
is
healer.
gonna be a theme, y'all. I can't.
I mean, I can't do no more healing. I'm tapped.
I'm out of spell slots.
No.
Yeah.
Only cantrips. And no potions yet.
Oh boy.
D8 for days.
Listen, mom walk to live. Comforting mom walk, not like,
Not sprinting.
Yeah.
I keep imagining like the double D run from Ed, and Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Anytime that you're talking about it, just a lot of hip movement.
Absolutely. Double D run.
That's perfect. Okay, so let's go to the familiar first. So, yeah, the familiar, it appears to be like, it's pretty early. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon, probably at this point. Fantasy 2:00 in the afternoon. So sorry. There's like a couple of people in there, one of which does appear to be Golly.
Pastiche kicks the door in as they run in and looks for Golly right away. Give me the stone!
And he just immediately starts screaming. The moment that he sees you, he has this look of like, oh shit, and sees that you're covering the like only exit to this building. Runs over to like a piece of stained glass and just jumps through and then books it down the beach.
They slim their body down so they're like more aerodynamic,
like a cheetah kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Kind of, yeah, definitely almost like tabaxi-ish looking, just lithe, and start to sprint the same way that Golly went. Right through.
Okay.
How far away is Golly from Vox also?
From Vox, yeah, you were still outside, so I'd say you're like maybe like 15 feet away from like the window that he broke through.
Did I see him break through the window, like from the outside?
Oh, of course. Everyone saw.
All right. As soon as is it like an alleyway that he's about to run down?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely like an alleyway.
All right, then I'm gonna pull out another one of those little bombs that I had before. Pull the hammer out, flick, and smack it down so it lands just past him, 60 feet away, and I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire to try to cut off his exit.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, cool. Let's roll initiative for this. Let's see who can do this first, if he can get through, or if...
Get on, cowboy.
Man, my
Natural 20.
My rolls have been shit.
Oh, excellent.
Natural 20 on the plasmoid dice.
Excellent. Okay, awesome. He rolled a 7 plus 6, a 13. That definitely... You definitely beat him. So there's like, as he's like running through, you just hear like the honk of gigantic clown shoes that suddenly like stop. You smell like a little bit of burning rubber, and then he just immediately tries to like book it right past you. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
He's trying to like barrel through you.
Did he go through that fire?
No, he did not. I will say he took, let's say like 1d8 damage, because I think he stepped in it, being as clumsy as he is.
That is what the cantrip is. Technically, he would make a dex save if he was going to touch it. So
okay, I'm gonna say he just fails it, like, because of how worried he is about all of this.
Strength save. That's a 2 for a 1. I'm still concussed.
That's exactly it. You're like, why are there 2 of them? He took 4 fire damage, by the way, if that helps. But yeah, he just barrels on through, and he goes, coming through, and then you just hear like a loud like honk as suddenly like you are on the ground prone, and he is making his way down like a much more open street now, directly towards the beach and what you know to be the location of the 3rd stone.
I am using my action and bonus action to sprint for them.
Okay.
Or for him.
You get very, very close. I need you to make me... I always forget how grappling works.
You can use an athletics or acrobatics, depending on how you want to rule it.
I love playing with other DMs. Oh my god.
Okay. All right. They are gonna roll acrobatics.
I will be rolling acrobatics as well.
Okay. Let's.
Oh, and as I run past Vox, good try. Like the fire.
Keep going.
Oh man, I am doing so bad right now, guys.
Oh, boy.
So bad. I got a 3 plus 4, so 7
Okay.
for my grappling.
Could I have tried to help by like
actually,
throwing something? I don't know.
I don't know, because are we in initiative at all, or was it just initiative for what they were doing, and now it's kind of just like a thing?
It was just initiative for what they were doing right now. I think I'm using more chase rolls than anything.
Okay.
As you go to like almost like get your very like long thin arms right now around like the waist of this individual, they look at you, give a slight smirk, because they finally beat you in something ever so slight, and they take off like the magician's overcoat that they're wearing, revealing like a pair of like almost like clown like suspenders and like a large like pot belly, and they're able to get completely free of you as your vision for like just a split second, as the coat completely covers everything that you're able to see. He's able to escape even farther down.
I could still hear you. It's not over yet.
Fuck the Fractal King. I hate this guy. Candy was the villain all along.
Okay. Luce, Liv, what is happening with you guys?
Not them having a fucking Looney Tunes chase, and now we're about to possibly have a heart-to-heart. Luce is walking up cautiously at this point, and like kind of slowly walking up. And Liv,
Where's the rock?
not with me.
And you see her just kind of just relax a little. It's probably with Vox.
Yeah. Him and pretty sure Pastiche is chasing some.
You can just hear it. You can hear the chase going.
Yeah, you absolutely.
How close were they to the? Are we to the familiar at the moment? It's not that far, if I remember correctly.
It's not that far at all. I would say that like a brisk jog. I'd say you guys are like maybe like 2-3 minutes away. Like you all can hear this. Like you hear like squeak, 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 explosion. Excuse me, and then just suddenly like more squeaking, and then you hear ha ha ha.
Lucis just like pauses after hearing the just speed up, and then he would just look at Liv and go, I think it's probably best that we're here. But we do need to go find them eventually. Are you? And then he'll get down to her level, because I realized in my head just now that Lucis is very tall.
Yeah, giant.
And he'll lean down and kind of squat a bit.
Oh, I killed that person again.
Okay, maybe we need to talk first and stab later, because
luckily they stabbed themselves. So
you think that I would be put off by that, but my mom has said that excuse a whole bunch, but I'm assuming you mean that, honestly.
Yeah, this demon creature is
demon.
Yeah, that's what they said. They're a demon. And they are trying to help. I don't believe that, but then they gave me really cryptic information that Pastiche seemed to understand and then just ran off and crash, squeak, squeak noises in the background.
Well, you know, as someone who understands that it's weird to talk with probably a person in another existence, maybe actually talk to them next time.
We'll see if the intel's correct.
I honestly feel like it might be.
Okay, these noises have to be edited in during this conversation.
Luce will kind of reach into his bag and he will pull out just like really weird like wooden necklace thing, and on it says "Talk first." A friend of mine when I was younger helped me with some, I'm gonna say anger issues, and that's just a thing I will unbag at another time. But talking first before acting, or considering before acting, is a thing I had to learn. I mean, and of course there's moments where instinct should take over and you should trust your gut. And I am now realizing that your instinct is to kill first, eat first, and ask question later.
It's worked out pretty good so far.
Maybe next time, and this is just advice or things that you could maybe consider, talking to whoever this person may be. Next time, they might seem like they want to help, even though a demon is very, very concerning. And if they obviously am trying to trick you, stab first, because that seems very untrusting. Yes. But if you, when you're ready to talk about it, and we're not having to deal with whatever is happening down there, I am all open ears, because honestly, I would love to have someone to talk to also.
Thank you.
Okay. maybe we should go see what that is about.
All right, so you guys are heading out?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys get to the tree line and are actually able to see the beach loose, I think you're actually okay right now, because I think you're focusing so hard on trying to make another person feel better that you can actually feel yourself feeling a little bit better in turn.
Yay, coping mechanism.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys get there, I think the four of you are able to see this scene unfold all at once. Golly gee willikers. Can't believe I named this shit that. Jumps over the fence, separating the town from the beach to the point that the plane of water is supposed to begin. And at that point, he just starts wailing. You know, I've never won a thing in my life. 4 years in Feywild Clown College with a minor in tomfoolery, and all of it meant nothing the moment I met a pale changeling fuck. My life has been nothing but failure. So the first time someone asked me to do something that I could succeed in, you're damn right I'm gonna do it. Especially if all the friends of the girl with the broken oath mark die with her. Who cares if it brings the wrath of the Order down onto the town for harboring her? Who cares if it'll probably destroy the entire coast? I just hate you that much, you summer court Feywild brat. So if I'm gonna lose this time too, Pastiche, I'm gonna make sure that you lose worse. He's digging in the sand as he's saying all of this in the exact spot where the portal should have opened.
And I throw my rusty dagger at him. The rusty
Vox,
dagger. Yes.
I would say Vox pulls a small crossbow out of the hands, clicks it, and goes, "Pastiche, permission to kill the clown."
Already there. just chucks the rusty dagger, the one that they got from Paya.
The one you got from Paya. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Are we there yet? Are me and Luce there?
Yeah, all of you are there right now witnessing all of this.
Could you see us in the distance?
You just see a rusty dagger and a crossbow bolt just...
Yeah, both of them at the same
What
time.
happened to talking first?
Okay, bad timing.
Okay, I need both of you to roll me a ranged weapon attack.
Okay, let me check real quick. Come on, don't fuck me. Talking to my dad.
God damn it.
20.
Dirty 20 or natural 20?
Dirty 20.
Okay, excellent. This guy's AC is shit, but whatever. So as this rusty knife stabs him in the back, you hear a sound almost like meat sizzling on a grill. Can you roll 2d4 damage for me? One of those d4 is fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, and add 1 to your damage roll as well.
1 and a 2. 2 piercing, 1 fire, 6 damage altogether.
Okay, yeah. So this piece of shit clown gets stabbed in the back, and you can actually see that the shirt that they have under their jacket is starting to catch fire, and you can see smoke coming off of it. Golly actually reaches for a seltzer bottle on the other side of their jacket. Their hands shaking as they take out the knife, put out their shirt using the seltzer, and then continue to dig as best they can. Vox, can you also make me an attack roll?
Oh, I missed. I rolled the same time. I rolled a 7.
Bolt goes wide, lands in the ocean.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Golly stops as he finally picks up what appears to be the third stone fragment, and he goes, I am done. I've succeeded in something for once in my life, and it will be taking down this pompous asshole once and for all. Hail Optimus! Tip your waitresses! As he smashes the rocks together, a glowing tear opens up in the space behind him, letting out trickles of water as if the dimensional energy held back by these magic stones are finally released. These flashes of greens and blues and purples and blacks. And then there's a pause. Golly's just standing there, holding the rusty knife, looking at the portal, and he goes, "That's it? I was expecting more from this And suddenly the portal opens behind him, letting out thousands and thousands of glowing blue coconut crabs, who immediately start mauling Golly G. Willikers to death.
Vox lights a cigarette.
Stories Told Again is a podcast game mastered and produced by Austin Bakke and performed by Tiffany Veprinski as Liv, Took I Guess as Luce, Jeff Barry as Pastiche, and Rayne Eldridge as Vox. Editing by Rayne Eldridge, scoring and mastering by Tiffany Veprinski. All art for the campaign is created by Beelzebub Harbinger. A link to their work can be found in the episode description. Website and social media by Chelsea Louis. If you like what we do, consider being a part of the story by joining our Discord or following us wherever we post. Links can be found in the episode description.